Hey everybody, it's me. I just wanted to give you a brief update on table group facilitation at our Superintendent Summit in the next week. So really quick, we're going to jump right in. For the +2 third down debrief, Dawn and I will be walking around facilitating the conversation similarly to how we've been table coaches this week at the PLC training. Copies, in terms of looking at the +2 data, it's imperative to have colored copies. However, cost efficiency wise, that wasn't going to happen. We made black and white copies for individuals at your tables to share. We're encouraging folks to download the information prior to attending the summit. That email will go out by Lisa tomorrow, as well as things being put into the Dropbox folder. What I like to request from you is to bring your iPad and your laptop. The iPad for you to have downloaded the PowerPoint for table groups in case someone doesn't have a color copy or can't see the numbers, and then your laptop so that you can type into the Google Drive document that we're using for +2 data debriefs. Rubric changes, just a reminder, last year in 14-15 we had a change from +2 cycle 1 to +2 cycle 2. So remember that rubric language tightened up on the expectations of what we were actually requesting. So when you're looking at that data, just keep that in mind as you're having conversations. It's not meant to be an excuse, but at the same time we want to be cognizant of having that change. Table coach is defined. We're facilitators and guides. The purpose of being a table coach is to ask reflective questions, probe and deepen thinking. We are not the drivers. We are there to support that table group's discussion and to make sure that we guide those table groups to making the inferences, questions, as well as the observations in reference to the data. Dawn and I have put together a table coach hint sheet for you to have talking points to surround. In that, it goes through the roles of the table coach as we've discussed this evening, as well as the different table coach conversations that hopefully you're able to facilitate there. This is our third +2 meeting. Instead of having every school come in and have a conversation individually, since we don't really have FSA data yet, we've decided to do it in this fashion so that we may model the process going into next year, as well as having those difficult conversations with our district data that we had when we went through it ourselves several months ago. So I will go over the data initially, giving everyone an overview, and while I'm talking, I'm going to be inviting folks to use Post-it notes to do observations, inferences, and questions, and then from there we'll collaboratively as a team, with you facilitating and guiding, be able to type into that Google Drive so that we can debrief together as an entire group after those processes. Talking points, this is the document that I was referring to. It looks like this. Role of the table coach is clearly spelled for you there, as well as some hints. For example, if you're at a table and they're off task, what do you do? How do you get them back on task? If they're not talking about what we're wanting to really have conversations about, there's some hints and some stems to have a refocus. And then going through, it breaks down the district look-fors, elementary look-fors, middle school, high school, combination centers, and feeder school data. These aren't everything that we expect to talk about, but it's definitely a lot of what we want to talk about. During this time, we want to have laser-like focus, like sharks with laser beams attached to their head. We want to make sure that we maximize the time that we have. So just make sure that you're using your coaching sheet to just help you along in that process. Again, we have the different look for data spelled out for you there, and that's all available in the role of the table coach document. So thank you for helping with school improvement. I can't do this job by myself. It truly takes all of us. We are all a team, and ultimately we do want all of our schools to succeed. So thank y'all. Have a good day, and I'll see you next week. Bye.